Dang, look at that Xbox section. That actually seems like a pretty solid price. Ooh, hold up folks. I think this thing is actually sealed. Folks, I'm here today at the only video game store in the country that is run by Goodwill. Now, the word on the street is that their prices actually aren't the greatest, but I personally was here last year and got some really solid stuff, so we'll have to see if their prices have changed at all in the last year and whether or not we can come away with some solid stuff to flip. Well folks, as you can see, this store is pretty massive. We've got a lot of stuff to go through. One of the biggest sections is the Wii section right here. I made out really well from this last year. They also have this glass case with all the high dollar stuff I'm stoked to dive into, but I think I want to start with the PS2 section right here. Now folks, as best as I can tell, the stuff out here looks like it's about $10 or under. Okay, I guess here's an $11 game, $12 game, and a lot of these do feel complete, although they do kind of have these stickers that are right over like the disc opening slot right here, which makes it a little bit hard to check. But honestly, the biggest thing that I'm looking for is sealed stuff that is priced as used. That's the biggest thing that I scored with last year. It actually is sealed. You can see here it's stickered as used. I don't know if you guys can read that. That I think we could do really well with. Okay, so here's an example right here. We've got Suzuki TT Superbikes for $4. Something tells me this won't sell quite fast enough though. Yep, looks like both in terms of sales velocity and profit right down here, this guy's gonna be a pass. But folks, I think we finally have our first winner. Check it out. We've got Street 3, which has done well for me in the past for 13 bucks. I can feel that the manual is indeed in here, and check this out. The lowest very good complete copy on Amazon is 33 bucks, which after fees for me would actually be $23. So this is a solid little $10 profit. And check this out, is this one? Okay, this one actually is not complete. So even though it's the same price, we're gonna leave that guy right there. The other thing that I saw and thought looked kind of cheap was this Sly 3 for $10. I can feel it does have the manual in there, and it looks like we'll get 14 after fees pretty conservatively. And based on what I've sold it before, we'll probably get a little bit more. Whoops. So with these small wins under our belt, I want to go over to the accessories section because that's another thing that can do really well for me on Amazon. This is one of those random things right here that historically has done pretty well for me, but honestly, yeah. Okay, this says 20. It says 24 right here. I get around 25 after fees, I know just from experience. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave these today. If it was like 15, I'd probably pull the trigger. But folks, check this out. Is this a fishing reel? What does this go to? You guys will have to let me know in the comments. I have never seen that. Looks like in the controller section, it's almost all like junky third-party stuff. Up next over here is peripherals. And folks, it's at this point that I'm super proud to announce that the video game parts and peripherals manufacturer that I've been buying from for over a year is sponsoring this video, and they're called XYAB. To give you an idea of just how good XYAB's prices are, this right here is a standard 3DS charger for 8 bucks, which is pretty normal. This is XYAB's price. This is a pretty standard PlayStation cord for 5 bucks. Here's the price on XYAB. Styluses, these styluses are over $1 a piece. This is what I pay on XYAB. In fact, folks, rather than just telling you how much I love them, why don't I just show you? Check this out, folks. This is all stuff that I had bought from XYAB before they reached out to sponsor me. We've got styluses for every DS under the sun. We've got GBA battery caps and game. Look at it. Look at that organization. Isn't that beautiful? I love working with XYAB because they have fantastic customer service. They are based in the US and ship next day, so the stuff gets here super fast, and it's all incredible quality. We've shipped probably thousands of items with XYAB, like caps and styluses and stuff, and never gotten a single complaint. And check this out, guys. I'm bringing you into the forbidden basement storage room. This is our last order that we placed with XYAB of all of our overstock stuff. Oh, jeez, because they literally have the best prices around, and we use their stuff all the time. Look at all of these. Have you ever seen more 3DS chargers, overstock styluses, random batteries? We order from them all the time. They're a B2B distributor, so they only sell to businesses rather than individuals, but the application process is super simple, and if you use the link in our description below, you can get $50 off your first 100 spent. It's a fantastic discount for Phoenix Resale viewers. Thanks a bunch to XYAB for sponsoring this video. Okay folks, where were we? I got so excited I blacked out there for a second. Oh yeah, this is one thing I don't really like it when controller makers do. They make their packaging exactly the same like as the original came in. That's just a little bit misleading to me, but that's, you know, not anything Goodwill can do anything about. A bit earlier, I actually was talking to one of the employees that works here, and the most interesting thing that he told me, check out that DS case by the way, is that this store is supplied actually not by the Goodwill next door or even any of the regional Goodwills, but actually by some large retail partners like, he said Target and GameStop, which I thought was kind of wild. By the way, we just found our third score of the day here in the accessories section. Believe it or not, these white and black wireless network adapters, I'll pop the comps up right here, do really well on Amazon, and they're all 10 bucks. So I think we'll go ahead and just, oh geez. Forgive me, Goodwill lords. I wonder what kind of look I'm gonna get from the store worker when I go up to check out with a couple handfuls of these. I'm gonna have to post those network adapters again in the Discord. It's been a while since I mentioned them, and they're one of the main accessories that I look for while I'm out here hunting. And ooh, folks, look what I just found. It looks like a cart of fresh inventory. I did check with the worker and he said it's cool if I peruse it. I think this is a good chance as well to see if these prices really do seem above market. And to me, I have to be honest, they don't really seem like it. They seem pretty fair. Granted, these aren't what you would normally expect as like Goodwill prices, but compared to your average game store, I would say they're like just about on point. But folks, as you guys know, the on point prices are not the ones that I'm looking for. I'm trying to catch people slipping. And one thing that I just saw up here is this All Pro Football 2K8. This is, I want to say, like a $20 to $25 game after fees. So let's see their price. Dang it. Was really hoping to see like a $5 or something. A lot of places will kind of slip on the sports games, but looked like they caught me on that one. Although one thing I have to say I am really curious about that I just saw is this Barbie Puppy Rescue game. As you guys know, this summer the movie just dropped. Oftentimes that will coincide with an increase in game prices, so let's see. No, looks like on this specific title, it has not had that effect. $5 after fees, and for some reason, I'm not approved to sell it. Thanks, Jeff. They do have a small Game Boy and GBA section here, which I thought might be promising. I saw this Midnight Club and thought, huh, is that one, does that go for anything? But as it turns out, it's only like a couple bucks after fees, so we'll leave that guy. I didn't find anything great in the small Dreamcast or N64 or PS1, PSP, Wii U, or actually, I think that's it. Anything in this section. However, we have a huge 360 section here. I just peeked at it earlier, and I bet we can find something sealed in here. That's really what I'm banking on. Almost all the prices that I've seen have been really close to market, but ooh, there's one. Look at that. It's like catching a big fish. Oh, dang it. This one is 20 bucks though. Let's see. Is that the same? Yeah, that's definitely priced up. We'll take a look anyway though. All right, moment of truth. If they looked up a different price for this though, I'm not super optimistic we'll have a bunch of room. Yeah, it looks like new condition on Amazon. It actually goes for 20 before fees, so we'd lose a good amount of money on this guy. Well, folks, in my search through the rest of the 360 section, I was able to find a total of one sealed game. It is this Just Dance Kids 2 here for $4.99. And I thought we could figure out together whether or not this bad boy is profitable with the Amazon seller app here. Big money. Oh, it just might be. There we go. Okay, a little bit of a double up here on this Just Dance Kids. I think honestly that puts us pretty close to $100 for the stop. With those network adapters were honestly pretty clutch, so I'm feeling good about it. Now I'm still thinking about that glass case down here, but I think we'll save that for the grand finale. But in the meantime, we do have a pretty substantial Wii section to conquer here. One kind of funny thing about the reseller community, oh look at this, instantly just found our first sealed game. However, this one is a workout game, and I've found almost universally that these don't do super well. Oh, I stand corrected, folks. Check this out. We've got a $4 price tag, and look at this, 18 bucks after fees. That is sweet. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by this profitable game, I was gonna say one funny thing about the reseller community is that everyone has very strong opinions about Goodwill. Everyone seems to be up in arms about their prices always going up, and they're selling stuff online, and they're pricing things above retail, and I can't find things to flip anymore. And people are like, this is supposed to be for, you know, the community. They're their prices are supposed to be low, and then someone else will be like, but you're just finding stuff there to flip, so you're part of the problem. And Goodwill has to make money too, so of course their prices are high. Oh, but they're taxed as a nonprofit and they get all their information. It's a whole hot button issue among the resale community. Personally, I don't have much of an opinion one way or another. I think their prices will naturally correct themselves if they get too high, and in the meantime, it's kind of fun to hunt for the 1 or 2 games that are kind of underpriced. Oh, and speaking of that, look at that, 2 of these back to back. We've got Monster Trucks Off-Road for $4, which is promising, and then Margot's Word Brain? Okay, maybe not as promising on that one. I bet that's a slow seller. We'll go ahead and test these ones out together. You guys know me, I think at even the most overpriced Goodwills, opportunity is still everywhere. You probably are gonna be able to find something. Okay, looks like on this one, $4 into 7, and also it's a slow seller, so we'll leave that. And on Margot's Word Brain, okay, yeah, looks like we can't sell it, and it's only $11 before fees anyway, so this will also be a pass. Most of you guys know at this point, I'm not a huge guru mindset guy, but it is kind of striking how your beliefs about your business really can dictate how much success you're able to have. Like, I bet there are a bunch of resellers in this area who think this store is overpriced, even if they do sell on Amazon. And because of that, I was just able to swoop in and get like $100 profit in an hour without too much effort, because I just believe that opportunity's everywhere. Oh, and folks, just when I was about to call it on these shelves, I found 2 last sealed games. Right on the bottom one here, we've got We Ski, which has a little bit of a tear there. I don't really pay too much attention to that for shovelware. I think this is still okay as new. And then we've got We Cheer. This one was $15 profit, or $15 after fees rather, 11 profit, and then this one will be $5 profit. So really solid result for the We section. I will tell you guys, one category that I pretty much never mess with is Rock Band stuff and Guitar Hero stuff, just because it is so bulky, although you can tell a lot of it has really good value. I guarantee some resellers would absolutely clean up in here who do more local stuff, or who are just willing to box all of this up for Amazon. I'm just not, but I do know it has great value. Nothing is really catching my eye in the GameCube or DS section right now. You guys can let me know if I missed anything here, but right now I'm actually running out of time, so I think it's our turn to go up to the glass case and see if there are any gems in there. And see folks, this is what I'm talking about with the prices not being too bad. Like, I see Mario Galaxy all the time at conventions for like 12 to 15, so that's honestly a really solid range. Let's see about Mario Kart Wii. That's, okay, looks like $30. That's pretty much right on market. So yeah, I think we can consider the myth that the Goodwill video game store has overpriced games to be officially busted. But gosh, I have to say, I'm so curious where the heck they're getting these brand new, well, I guess I don't have to be curious because they kind of told me, but like, are they using GameStop's same distributors to get these brand new PS5 controllers in? Are those like returns to GameStop that they're then sending here and liquidating? I'm very curious how the economics of it works, because seeing these brand new first-party products is just, it's not what I would expect. Also, if any of you guys need the ultimate flex for your Wii collector Facebook group, I think I may have found it right here. Gosh, what is the price on this thing? This is baller. $15, folks. If any of you guys are huge Wii people in the Charlotte area, you know where to come.
I mean, you gotta stop saying it.
But folks, looking at the rest of the stuff in this glass case, I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out at me that I really need. The prices are not bad, but it's all kind of mid-range stuff. That puts our ending expected profit at $115 for this stop in the last hour or so. I think the last time I was here, we ended in the hundreds. I spent $230 in there, and after everything, I should be able to make over If you want to watch that video exactly a year ago today, I will link it right down here, and I'll catch you guys on the flip.